Dude, this is crazy. This is unfiltered pro-Israel propaganda. It's just abject fucking lies. What is happening? I thought this guy at least had the decency to claim that he was pro-Palestinian, pro-Palestine. What happened? He's now he's pro-Palestine, but only on his terms, okay? And if you're not pro-Palestine exactly like he is, Palestinian or not, you might get bombed, you know? Sorry, Israel claims that your hospital is now a command center. There's no evidence available for it, but you're gonna have to die. Sorry. I question the integrity and the honesty of every single supposedly quote-unquote pro-Palestinian voice out there who have spent zero time talking about the harrowing nature of the Israeli genocide and only spent time hyper-focusing on this. It is not an accident. It is by design. You are doing genocide apologia. That is the difference between someone like myself and someone like, I mean, fill in the void. There's a million examples of this. People that never talk about like the Israeli pro-rape riots. People that never talk about the UN report that showed in 49 pages undeniable evidence that Israel is doing systematic rape and sexual assaults and sexual violence upon the Palestinian population. People that are always quiet when Israel is doing mass bombing campaigns, but the one time they're like, oh, God save these Palestinians. Well, they won't even say Palestinians. They'll say Gazans, right? Because Palestine is not a real thing and Palestinians are not real people, but Gazans, people that live in Gaza, those people will talk about this cynically, and it's disgusting. The reality is that Palestinians have a right to do whatever the fuck they want in terms of political protest, in terms of saying fuck Hamas if they choose to do so. I will never turn around and fucking tell them like, how dare you speak out against Hamas? I don't give a shit, okay? The fuck do you mean? I want Palestinians to be rid of the occupation so they can choose whoever they see fit to rule over them in a democratic process. That is the dream. If they choose Hamas, then that's one thing. If they choose someone else, then that's great. Fantastic. I don't care. I just want an end to the genocide. Can the same argument apply to anti-Bibi protests? Sure. I mean, I've talked about the anti-Bibi protests, and I've also talked about the secondary. It's ironic because it's exactly the same. A lot of the anti-Bibi protests, for example, don't actually want a fucking end to the full-tilt ethnic cleansing operations. They just want their hostage family members back. They want the bombing to continue, but they just want the bombing to stop for the interim so they can pull out the fucking hostages. They certainly don't want an end to the occupation. And the same goes for the fucking anti-Hamas protesters. They want an end to the occupation. More than anything else. They want an end to the occupation more than anything else. They don't like Hamas's governance. They might falsely believe that Israel will stop the death and destruction once Hamas dissolves, okay, without giving any sort of security assurances whatsoever. Ultimately, they all want the same thing. Every Palestinian wants the same fucking thing. And it's the most understandable dream of all time. Emancipation. To be free of genocide. To be free of occupation. To be free of domination. Who the fuck wouldn't want that? It's the most moral position you can arrive at. It's the most human position you can arrive at. The great man Ethan Klein is referring to as a well-known Palestinian traitor / collaborator who works with the Atlantic Council, validating collective punishment of war crime by focusing on frustrations resulting from a terror bombing campaign as genocide support. Utmost respect for this great man. Oh my God, this dude did oh God. I don't know anything about this Ahmed Al-Khatib person, but now that I found out that he's at the fucking Atlantic Council and was working next to this fucking Hasbara demon right here. Oh my Lord. It's always dudes like this. Oh, yay. Debunking Ethan Klein's Hasbara blitz. Hamas agreed to swap hostages and set aside for a unity government. Israel chose to resume the genocide. There's no command center under Shifa. Only 2 small empty rooms. Israel broke the ceasefire and provoked Hamas.
I think.
Oh, damn. So Ethan spent time on the Hasbara Hate Hour podcast to fucking finally cover Gaza. That's crazy. And what is he covering Gaza about? Was he covering about Gaza? Oh, he's talking about the anti-Hamas protests. Oh, got it. Nice.
Listen, I feel like this is a force that's going to help end the war, not fucking keeping hostages and underground and like continuing to provoke Israel to attack them. and putting fucking like military complexes on.
Yeah, Israel will definitely stop. Israel will definitely stop. You know how fucking shitty the situation is in the West Bank? That's Israel stopping.
Under hospitals.
Yeah, no, that's not okay. He says Hamas puts command centers under hospitals. Fucking bullshit. Okay.
Own people for political gain is lying to themselves, dude. Holy shit. They literally put fucking command centers under hospitals. That's not even.
I love how much this guy is pro-Palestine, bro. I love it. Those protests are not anti-Hamas. This is a disgusting distortion of the marches in Beit Lahia. Yeah, look, there were people who were anti-Hamas in those protests. Don't fucking act like that wasn't the case, okay? You're being delusional. To act like there aren't Palestinians living in Gaza that are anti-Hamas is ridiculous. There are, and it's normal. What do you mean? But it doesn't matter because the higher order of priority here is to fucking end the occupation and end the genocide. Like, that's it. Ask any fucking Palestinian. They will tell you the same thing. They might not like Hamas's governance. They might not like the domestic affairs. They might think that like Israel will stop fucking destroying them if Hamas wasn't in power because maybe most Palestinians are fucking under the age of like, 18. They don't remember a time when the PLO was the big game in town and Israel was doing similar shit. Never to this severity, really. 33% is it was like 3% margin of victory for Hamas in 2006. 3%. It's not exactly fantastic numbers there, okay? He calling you out for not calling into a show saying he's waiting for you. Lamafea, wait, what? No, I don't think he said that. He's not so fucking insane that he thinks that I'm ducking him, right? Like he thinks his audience will believe that I'm ducking him? No shot. On his story right now? Wait, what? Dude, it's been months. It's been fucking months. I said I would literally watch the fucking nuke with him. He says you duck him all the time. No, I said I will watch the context nuke with him side by side. Don't worry. I'll show the fucking clips that he sourced as well. I like that not watching the fucking context nuke, the context puke is actually ducking him, but him actively running away from every single person that he sits on top of his shit-covered throne as he fucking claims that like this person is an anti-Semite, this person is a token Jew, this person is this person is a terrorist supporter and whatnot. That's not actually ducking all of these people collectively. It is all of us that are ducking him somehow. Okay, Bad Empanada, watch the fucking context flop. Get him on the show then. He doesn't like me either. Maybe you guys can get together and shit on me too. You can find a room for agreement. Probably not. What's that about?
Even debated. They were keeping some of the hostages in hospitals too.
Dude, this is crazy. This is unfiltered pro-Israel propaganda. It's just abject fucking lies. What is happening? I thought this guy at least had the decency to claim that he was pro-Palestinian, pro-Palestine. What happened? He's now he's pro-Palestine, but only on his terms, okay? And if you're not pro-Palestine exactly like he is, Palestinian or not, you might get bombed, Sorry, Israel claims that your hospital is now a command center. There's no evidence available for it, but you're going to have to die. Sorry. Look, man, 17 months of ethnic cleansing. If you're still justifying bombing hospitals with fucking fake bullshit that Israel never provided evidence for, you're a monster. You're not a good person. You are a fucking bad person, okay? It's not about debates. It's not about beef. It's not about fucking drama. It's not about your dying career, okay? You're just a bad person. Not only are you a bad person, but you're actively also deluding your fucking fans who are not bad people themselves, but simply deluded and misguided stands into agreeing with bad positions. You are using the remainder of your influence that you have over an increasingly smaller audience to, fill their heads chock full of misinformation at the behest of establishing a defensive posture for a genocidal apartheid state. It's fucking awful. That can't feel good. Deep down inside, there has to be a dude that I met, that I knew, that's going, oh, don't do this. This is maybe a bridge too far. Like, you cannot be this fucking deluded. This is just straightforward Nazi shit, dude. One step removed from Lebensraum. Dan and his employee that stalks you were doing research on how many women you've slept with today. The whole show was nuts. Ugh. He's never going to see or respond to this. Bro's got the great hug wall of China over there. I know. I don't care. But I know that there are definitely people in here like foot soldiers that like Ethan, hate me, that are in here to be like, you're a fucking anti-Semite. And I guess now they'll say, I've had sex with women or whatever the fuck. And, for those people that are in here, like, understand that this is not only incorrect, but it's disgusting. And it's inappropriate of me not to treat Ethan in the same fucking way that I would any other person that says shit like this. It's messed up.
Seems like a lot of them ran through hospitals. That's it. I mean, it's just logical, right? Like that's their best play. That's all they have. And so they do it. So I say, God protect these brave Gazans.
Yeah. God protect these brave Gazans. The ones who died in the hospital that Israel bombed, though, it's because of Hamas. Because Hamas actually put non-existing fucking command and control centers under the hospitals, dude. Even though fucking American, Jewish, Gentile doctors that have gone and worked in these fucking hospitals are like, no, there's no goddamn Hamas here. Stop bombing us, please. But of course, you never know that if you don't care. If you only see like an incredibly narrow horse blinder focus on like the pro-Israeli sentiment, then yeah, you're not going to know that.
Meanwhile, Hasan spent all day on Elon's app again. It was its own.
Yeah.
Holy.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
Notice how I never bring Ethan up randomly unless it's like directly to address something that he's saying that is unimaginably fucking pro-Israel and inappropriate. Whereas Ethan randomly slams me into every fucking conversation, apparently, whether he's looking at some like pedophile Republican, he can't seem to get my name out of his mouth. He can't seem to get me as an image out of his brain for some fucking reason. It's very odd. It's a pathological obsession. And it's getting grosser and grosser by the fucking minute, especially because he just keeps talking about my looks and shit like that. It's just very weird. Like, very weird. It feels like he's like in love with me. It's fucking strange, dude. Oh my God.
Literally put fucking command centers under hospitals. That's not even debated.
That's not even debated. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not even debated. Channel 14, Channel 12, they don't debate it. They say the truth. I don't understand. Khan, I read Ynet, I read Jerusalem Post, and they don't debate this. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's not even debated. It's not even a contest here. It's just hospitals are Hamas. It's not even debated. Babies, terror babies are holding copies of Mein Kampf. They are Hamas.
They were keeping some of the hostages in hospitals too. It seems like a lot of them were.
Okay, let's say that's correct. Okay. Doesn't that make it extra inappropriate that Israel bombed the hospital? Like, yeah, dude, they were keeping the hostages inside the hospitals. Like, I don't understand. It's a command center, and also they were keeping the hostages there, which is all the more reason to blow them up. I mean, what? What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ran through hospitals. Holy shit.
It's really gross to see. I don't really care about like the Ethan in the context nuke saying he loves all the terrorists and heavily implying that I love all terrorists or whatever the fuck. Yeah, who cares? That's like basic stuff. He clips shit out of context. We know. You know what I mean?